Today, I'm going from 0 shekels all the way to 10 trillion using this one brand new maple resin seed. Though I am wasting no time in getting this planted. And this is how it's going to work. Every time we reach a certain shekel threshold, we'll unlock new upgrades and abilities to hopefully help us grow one of the most insane maple resins, all despite my friend who thinks 10 trillion is completely impossible. But that's not going to happen since it's 0% grown. That is not ideal. But hey, I have a light 1,320 watering cans. Perhaps I can help this grow a little bit. Let me do a couple. Oh, look at this. What is that? Alright, gave it a light 100 waters, so hopefully it grows quite a bit. Though strike me down if I'm wrong, but this is 5% grown? This is kind of big, no? If this is 5%, what does 100% look like? Oh, whoa, dude, this thing looks so cool. Oh, I see, it's like a tree. And wait, I can harvest already? This is the maple resin. Well, that means we won't be waiting to collect these. I can get them right now. And hopefully these sell for a lot because I am on 0 shekels. Let's see, so I just collected 7 maple resins. How much do these all sell for? All right, I want to sell my inventory. Wait, what? 1.6 million. Wait, that's so much better than prismatic fruits. Is that not insane? Getting to 10 trillion is going to be so easy, especially considering we just completely flew past 2 milestones. That being sprinklers and then mooncats. This might be the easiest video of all time. How is maple resin so overpowered? So before we place those, I'm going to try and be as smart as possible and reclaim my seed. That way, what I can now do is pull out the mooncats. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. Oh wait, I'm so dumb, that was 7. Let me just quickly pull out number 8, our golden tabby cat. Now this one's the real deal. Now these mooncats are good because every 60 seconds it will nap for 21 seconds, and the fruit around its radius will be 1.69 times larger, which will be very useful for getting to 10 trillion. But just in case that wasn't enough, I have my near admin pet, which every 5 seconds naps for 30 seconds, which leaves the new fruit in the area being 2.5 times larger. So it's safe to say we'll be getting to 10 trillion quite easily. Now all I have to do is wait, I think 30-ish seconds? Yeah, 30 seconds, and wherever the most cats are sleeping, I'm going to plant the seed there, then get these sprinklers ready, of course, actually. And I believe there's a brand new sprinkler to use specifically for these fruits. So I plant it here, basic, grandmaster, godly, master, advanced, and then the brand new maple sprinkler. Okay, the sprinklers are placed, the golden tabby is sleeping. Now if I do a grow all, how big does this get? Oh my god, what am I even looking at? What is that? And there's an aurora borealis right now. That's insane. But now I'm gonna wait with this borealis just in case something crazy happens. Like, can I get the aurora mutation? That'd be kind of ideal. Okay, I'm gonna sell this one maple resin at nearly 45 kilograms. Surely this sells for so much. Though, even if they don't, the upgrades coming up will ramp up the price for sure. Because look at the farm already. That's without insane mutations. You see nothing yet. Now, how much does this go for? Oh my, dude, this is insane. 93 million. Oh my Christ, we are flying, which means we're already on our 10 million milestone, that being sugar gliders, which is brand new. But never mind that. This maple resin is insane. Like, this is the power of a transcendent fruit. Wait a second. Is that Aurora? You guys see what I mean? That's definitely... We actually got Aurora. How much is that? That is a 90 times mutation. This is ridiculous. Wait a second. Do I have a magnifying glass? Oh my god. Wow. That is incredible. That's worth 2 billion already, and we've barely gotten started. I'm definitely gonna have to leave that one. And now you may be screaming at me to sell my fruits, but there's a reason I shouldn't do this. That's because our new milestone is sugar gliders, which, if I place these down real quick, you'll see that every 20 minutes, glides to 3 random different fruits, of which they are all maple resins, copies 1 mutation and applies it to the next, which means we can get Aurora on all of these fruits. So our best bet right now is to definitely AFK and wait until this happens. All right, in 30 seconds, our first sugar glider is going to set off and hopefully give Aurora to all of our maple resins. All right, so now we've got Windstruck. Nice. I got another Aurora, got another Windstruck. Perfect. Dude, this is working amazingly. Now, I don't think silver can be transferred. So what I'm going to pick the silver one and sell this, as I believe this will get me to my next milestone. Maybe like 1 billion. I might even skip 2. So let's see. If I sell this... I get 71 million. Okay, I thought I'd get a billion, but I didn't. But nonetheless, that gets us to our next milestone, our 100 million shekel milestone, which is the maple update, which you might be confused as to what that means. But don't worry, I'm gonna show you right now. So if I go to my inventory, I pull out this. This is some sort of maple fountain, but I believe this gives us the full mutation, which is a 4 times mutation, which isn't bad. But what I also have are these space squirrels, which every 18 minutes has a 15% chance to apply the void touched mutation, which I believe is like a 135 times mutation. And we're getting moonlit as well. Dude, we are flying through this. Though moonlit's only a 2 times mutation, but I will take it. So that's not bad at all. Like, look at this. Aurora, Windstruck, Wet, and Moonlit. That's gonna be worth so much. Especially this one that's silver as well. And if you can believe it, it gets incredibly more insane than this later on. And it's already so insane right now. Like, these are worth billions already. And we've barely been playing. Oh yeah, look, as you can see, our maple resin here has been given the full mutation, which again is a 4 times, but every little helps. I'll take anything, because in the long run, this is going to help so much, especially with these space gliders giving mutations to every single fruit in our garden, as you just saw. My friend thought getting to 10 trillion would be impossible. I don't think he could be any more wrong. Why do I keep getting so close? I got so close. All right, I'm back from being AFK. Let's see, did anything cool happen? Oh, we got void touched. Oh, nice. I want to make sure I favorite that one because getting void touched seems kind of difficult. There's only a 15% chance. All right, I favorited the void touched maple resin. That way our space gliders can just give the mutation to every other fruit. And then I went ahead and took this Aurora Wet Moonlit Full maple resin at near 18 kilograms. I want to sell this. Oh, 1.5 billion. Okay, that's perfect because that gets us to our next milestone, that being dragonflies. Now I only have 2, so what I'm gonna do is pick up 2 space squirrels and then place down 2 dragonflies. Perfect. And these, as we all know, every 5 minutes turns 1 random fruit gold. The only downside is that this silver one won't be able to get it because silver's like a gold in a type of way. I can't replace that, but a lot of these aren't, which is great, which should help us get to our next milestone, which is at 10 billion, I believe, which is quite a lot of money. But genuinely, I feel like 1 gold fruit and we're already there because that's just how insane this new fruit is. Like, is it better than Bone Blossom and stuff? Because it's feeling that way. Okay, only 10 seconds to go until our dragonflies take off. All right, and off it goes. Here we are. Oh my God. Now that is why the dragonfly is so overpowered. What was that before? Like maybe 2 billion? Now it's worth 70 billion. Oh my God, that's insane. That's genuinely insane. Oh, you know what? I'm selling it. Here is the Aurora Windstruck Wet Moonlit Full Gold Maple Resin at 27 kilograms. I want to sell this. 70 billion shekels. That is ridiculous, which means we've just absolutely took off and flew past 10 billion and 50 billion shekels. We're doing that a lot this video. The maple resin is actually insane, like way more than I thought. So we now have brain rot pets and mutation sprays, 2 incredibly overpowered upgrades on an already overpowered fruit. Oh my. We are in for an insane one today. So here's our Shocked Aurora Glimmering Windstruck Frozen Cloud Touched Moonlit Full Maple Resin, which doesn't even have void touched or gold. So this is bound to get absolutely insane, especially considering we still have 1 more milestone, that being our brain rot pets. And so here's our lemon line, which every 5 minutes will roar, applying the brain rot mutation to a random fruit, which is, I believe, like a 100 times mutation. Let me double check. Yeah, exactly a 100 times mutation, which is absolutely insane. Oh my God, dude, this maple resin's at 117 billion and it has less mutations than this one. Is that the gold diff? That must be the gold diff. You just wait until this fruit gets gold. Oh my God, that's gonna be insane. And brain rot, keep in mind, we got brain rot incoming too. I was trying really hard earlier to try and get like way bigger maple resins. I'm assuming you can get absolutely gigantic ones, but I tried so hard and they just didn't get big. I don't know. I just was not lucky, or this is as big as they get, which I highly doubt. So it's a bit depressing, but I gotta make do with what I can because I am not rich. Okay, in 20 seconds, one of our fruits will go gold. I'm hoping this 5 billion one will go gold because I think that would be absolutely ridiculous. There it goes. Is it gonna get gold? Was that it? Oh my god, it was it. 100 billion. Gold is genuinely overpowered. Oh my god. Ooh, and in 22 seconds, our lemon lion is going to apply the brain rot mutation, which again, I'll remind you, is a 100 times mutation, meaning someone's going to get pretty expensive. Ah, this stinky small one, which is still worth 16 billion. It's a rainbow one as well. It's just kind of cool. If only this one was huge. I think this is one of the ones that I tried to make massive, but it just didn't happen. Okay, it's been a little while and nothing much really happened. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to take this 100 billion maple resin, mainly because the other one has void touched, which is something I can't buy back. That was complete luck. But I believe everything else on this one, I can at least either buy back or my sugar gliders can give it back to me. So if I sell this, I will get an extra 100 billion, which gets us to our next milestone, that being a rainbow butterfly, which I believe just turns your fruits rainbow if a certain criteria is met. Yeah, every 18 minutes flies to a nearby fruit with 5+ mutations, removes all mutations, and turns it rainbow. Okay, well, I'm back after sleeping for a while, and as you can see, I pulled 0 luck. I tried a good couple times last night to try and get way bigger maple resins. I got nothing. I don't know why it's not working. Did they change it? So to avoid going bankrupt, I'm just gonna have to give up. And this is our biggest fruit for now. At the very least, we did get a bissel. I don't know what a bissel is. I've actually never seen it before. But either way, this fruit is worth 280 billion. If it was rainbow, which I'm way too scared to try get because it has so many mutations, I think it'd be worth so much more. But oh well, I suck. So just so I don't go bankrupt, I'm gonna just keep this fruit and sell everything else I harvest and hope that gets me to the next milestone. Please, I want to sell my inventory. Please give me a lot. Oh, wait, that's insane. 670 billion. Wait, that works. That's fine, because that shoots us past our next milestone, the 500 billion milestone, raccoons, which is going to help a ton. And realistically, considering this is worth nearly 300 billion, I feel like one cycle of these might get us to 1 trillion immediately. Say hello to Marcus_Sir. Basically me, but inverted, because I'm Sir, you get it. So as we all know, in around 14 minutes, all these raccoons are going to head off to my garden and then duplicate that fruit there, giving it to my account, which I'll then give to my main account. I also put the peacock on this account to hopefully speed up the process. And then as a final add-on, we also have the kitsune, which will give the chakra mutation once it steals my fruit, which is quite ideal. Now, surely using this will get us to 10 trillion so fast. Though somehow, even if this doesn't, we still have one more milestone to get to, which will all but confirm that we'll get to 10 trillion shekels. So I am not worried. So all we can do for now is just sit AFK and wait for these raccoons to raccoon and steal and stuff, you know? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back after a while. I believe the raccoons have already gone once and they're just about to start going again. So this raccoon here has 300 billion shekels in its mouth. How insane is that? Oh, there goes another raccoon. This is another 300 billion shekels coming up. What are you holding? Put it down. No, put that down. Why is that there? Harvest. Oh, is this stinky one? What's that doing there? How? How are you grabbing that? There's nothing there. There's no fruits left to harvest. Well, you're just lying to me. Well, clearly the raccoons aren't perfect. All my fruit isn't perfect, but still, how annoying is that? All right, will this raccoon grab the wrong one? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Okay, it's fine. I panicked. I grabbed the right one, thank God. Oh, the kitsune's finally off. Please, please don't grab a small one. Apply chakra to this one, please. Yes, I think. Yeah, it did. Nice. That's an extra 7 billion, just like that. All right, now that a few raccoons have gone, what I'm going to do is have my second account trade me these new maple resins. It's crazy. They're not even that big, but they're worth so much. All right, now the big question. How much is this worth? Oh my God. Was that 2.5 trillion? I have 3.5 trillion shekels and they've changed it. Oh, wow. Now it actually says 3.5T. That's actually quite clean. Okay. But nonetheless, we've unlocked our final shekel milestone. That being mutation pets, which is kind of how it sounds. Basically, I can use anything in my inventory to add new mutations to our fruit. So for example, I could use the legendary disco bees, or I could use these lobster thermidors, or I could even use these chicken zombies. So I could use anything. The only downside really is that these take so long to apply the mutations. We may not even get any of these mutations before the raccoons just end up getting to 10 trillion, because that is how overpowered one, this fruit is, and two, the raccoons are. They're that broken. But nonetheless, I will try my best. That rhymed, that was sick. And hopefully get a bunch of these mutations. Because I'm pretty sure Disco Bee's like 125 times. The Lobster can give like, I think 20 to around 100 times, depending on the mutation it gives, like Molten or Meteoric. And then Zombified, I actually don't know. I don't know how much that is, let me check. 25 times, that's not too bad. Oh yeah, we also got the Verdant mutation on this fruit, which I believe is a good way to get to Paradisal or Paradisal, I don't know how to pronounce it. But for that, we need to get, I believe, Sun-Dried it's called. And I think that's like pretty rare mutation event. But if it does happen, I'll grab like a mirror and hopefully we can get it. I'm also realizing we forgot to put Glimmering and Chalk on this. So there we are, we've added those now. So now we have a Gold Shocked Aurora Chalk, Verdant, Glimmering, Windstruck, Abyssal, Brainrot, Frozen, Cloud Touched, Moonlit, Full Chakra, Plasma, Maple Resin at 290 billion shekels, which is kind of insane. We are about to fly to 10 trillion, and all this is without the mutations from our mutation pets. So there's still so much to go. I missed it, but we just got Disco mutation on our Maple Resin, making it worth 354 billion shekels. How much was it before? I think that went up 60 billion. Dude, the Disco mutation is so good. So now every single raccoon will be worth 354 billion shekels. This is ridiculous. This might be the most expensive fruit I've ever had. But alright, I'm gonna keep AFKing, and if something really cool happens, I will let you know. You're back. Oh wow, 440 billion. Wait, what happened? We have Molten, Harmonized Chakra, and Meteoric. Oh, now we have Foxfire Chakra. This is crazy. This is nearly 500 billion. At gold, by the way, it's not even a rainbow. Imagine it was rainbow. I think it'd be worth like 2 trillion. That's insane. And how's our raccoon farm doing? How much have we got? Oh, dude, we have a good bit. Is this like, I think it's 28? Surely that's enough, right? Should I check? All right, and that's the first batch. That's the second batch. All right, and there we are. This is about, I'd say maybe an hour and a half of the raccoons going back and forth. So not long at all. Let's see. All right, so we have 3.5 trillion now. I'd like to sell my inventory. How much do I get? Oh my god, is that 10 trillion? Yeah, I'm on 14 trillion. That's insane. That was like an hour and a half worth of raccoons. That's so crazy.
This guy got a trillion last time. There's no way he's topping that.
Just 1 trillion. Dude, I got so much more than that.
Nah, you're lying. You're lying to me. I'm expecting maybe a trillion at a push. Here I am, my beautiful garden.
Feast your eyes.
What are these numbers?
And how much that is worth.
This is one seat. Single seed, nothing else.
This is just a single seed and one fruit you're looking at right now.
You're cheating or something.
You want to read that number? How much is that? How much is that? Read that.
Is that 485 billion?
485 billion.
Oh, mate. What's my most expensive plant? Like 500?
200k. Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, that's not bad, but there's no 500 billion, basically.
And if you feast your eyes top right.
Is that 14 trillion?
14 trillion. I beat my goal by 4 trillion shekels.
Oh my god. How did you get 13 trillion more than last time?
Well, I showed you up. You can need to quickly ban you from my server.
No, wait. You gotta tell me the secrets.
No, you're good. See you in a bit.
No.
Serves him right. If you want to get banned as well, you should probably subscribe and click one of the videos right here. Anyway, I'm running out. All right, bye.